everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite Valentine's Day fragrances. I have 5 of my absolute favorites here to choose from. I have some for daytime, some for nighttime, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the first fragrance I'm going to be sharing with you today is by Dior. It is Hypnotic Poison. I love this fragrance because it's sweet, but not in a sickly sweet kind of way, and more of a gourmand sweet. So it's like when you walk into a bakery and everything just smells like cozy and buttery in the air and vanilla. It's more like that. So I'm going to read the notes for this one just so you can get an idea. The top notes are apricot, plum, and coconut. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, Brazilian rosewood, and caraway. And the base notes are sandalwood, almond, vanilla, and musk. Now, the main thing I get from this scent when I smell it on my skin, and even just out of the bottle, is the almond and vanilla. So it's very much like marzipan. So if you've ever had any marzipan confections, it definitely reminds me exactly of that. So it's very just very sweet, but a cozy sweet. So it lasts forever on my skin. I can wear this one, like put it on in the morning, and I'll still smell it when I go to bed at night. It does project, so people around you can smell it in the air, but it's not, even though it's sweet, it's still considered like an oriental vanilla, so it has a little bit of like depth, sexiness to it while still being sweet. So that's why I wanted to mention this one. I think it's perfect for, you know, day to night, either or. And I wouldn't wear this in the, you know, spring or summer, but definitely since it's been cooler here, this would be a great one to wear this Valentine's Day. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is Lolita Lempika, and this is a beautiful licorice fragrance. It was actually designed by the same nose or fragrance maker who did Hypnotic Poison by Dior, so it's Nick Minardo. And I absolutely adore this fragrance. It's still different from the other one. They do share one similar note of vanilla, so obviously I do like vanilla in a lot of my fragrances. It is licorice and violet, green ivy, almond, woodsy iris, sweet vanilla, and that's united with heliotrope and tonka. And this is such a gorgeous fragrance. When I first smelled it, it really smells like Dr. Pepper. and licorice, of course, since that is one of the main notes that I get from this fragrance. It's definitely one that my husband compliments me on. He does notice when I wear this one, just because it is so unique, and that's why I wanted to mention it. And I would say this fragrance isn't going to be for everyone. It's going to be for someone who likes to step outside of the normal, you know, fragrance categories or fragrance designers and wants to try something a little different. But that's what I love about it. I can wear this one and I don't feel like every other girl in the room is wearing it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just it stands out a little bit more, and that's one of the reasons why I love this one. It lasts a long time. I can put this on in the morning again, same like my other one. You know, it's an easy standby day to night. It will take you from, you know, beginning of your day to your end of your day. And I just love this one. So, and I love the bottle. It's so cute. Lolita Lempika. Okay, so the next fragrance I'm going to touch on actually is the every other girl in the room type of scent, at least the original DNA to this one, which is Juicy Couture. And I'm going to be talking about the Viva La Juicy Gold Couture edition. So I'm sure you're familiar, if you're a girl or a guy, you're familiar with the Viva La Juicy scent. It's just that scent that takes me kind of back to high school or like junior high, where I feel like everyone had that scent, or I might even say it's the female version of Abercrombie Fierce for men. It's one of those things where like you don't want to admit that you like it, but it does smell really good. And I think that's what this kind of is in that sense, if that makes sense. But this one smells, it has a lot of like ambery kind of notes to it. I guess I don't know how to describe it other than it's very, very girly, just like the bottle, and it's very sweet but also sexy at the same time. And I think that's the reason why men like this one so much, because it's overly girly, unlike the other two I've already mentioned, this one is just so feminine. So the notes to this fragrance are luscious wild berries, sambac jasmine, and honeysuckle, with a base of warm aromas that include sandalwood, golden amber, caramel, and vanilla elixir. So this fragrance, I think the main note that I get from here is definitely the caramel. I want to say it's almost like a burnt sugar, but it's not, it's still not, and I think it's because of the jasmine in it. Just helps lighten it, but also brings a little bit of that animalistic vibe to it. I hate saying that word because it's so weird, but I think that is definitely one of the main reasons why men are attracted to this, because it kind of has the trifecta. And yeah, that's why I like to keep it in my collection. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's easy. This is definitely an easier to wear fragrance. It's not going to offend that many people. Most people are going to like it. It's, you know, just pretty in general, but still being sexy at the same time. So that is Juicy Couture Gold Couture. Alright, so the next fragrance I want to mention is one that I would probably just wear during the daytime, and this is Oh Lola by Marc Jacobs. First of all, I love the bottle. I think it's so playful, so girly, and it's so cute. So you just take off this top, it's a little plastic flower, and then you have your sprayer here. And this one, the main note that I get from this is raspberry and rose, and I'll go ahead and read off the notes. So the notes in this fragrance are a blend of fresh and sweet fruit notes with floral chords of peony and a velvety background of vanilla. The notes overall include wild strawberry, raspberry, pear, peony, sandalwood, and vanilla. Now when I smell this fragrance, I really don't get much of vanilla. I mainly get raspberry, definitely. Strawberry, definitely the peony too in this fragrance. And I think what I love about this one the most is that it smells flirty. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's light and airy, but still sweet, kind of innocent, but still playful. I do like this one a lot. I think you could wear this at a bunch of different ages, you know, up into your 40s. I think once you get past your 40s, maybe it'd be a little bit too lighthearted, you know, something a little more mature. Because it definitely, because of that playfulness, I think it is related to a little bit more youthful, but without being like just a teenage scent either. I adore this one. This is another one that I get compliments on from my husband when I wear this. And I think this is a really underrated fragrance by Marc Jacobs. I think a lot of his other ones are more popular, but this one seems to be a little bit more unique to me. And I think it is because of that fruity, floral, and also a little bit of like an aquatic, because it does have such a light-hearted, bouncy, but still fresh smell to it. So I really like this one. It's, you know, it's mass marketed, but it smells more unique than it is, and I think this one gets overlooked a lot. Alright, and the last fragrance I want to share with you is also a Marc Jacobs fragrance, but it is so dear to my heart because it is one of my top fragrances, top favorites that I own, and that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. You can see it comes in this very beautiful bottle. That's one of the things I love about Marc Jacobs fragrances is it's like he makes you almost want to collect them because they're just so pretty. And this one is in the shape of a purse. The top comes off like this. It's very heavy, but very luxurious. And oh, it just smells so good. It definitely has a vanilla base or undertone. So as you can see, I am a vanilla lover. I definitely like vanilla in my fragrances. Not to say I like it in all my fragrances, but it's definitely a note that I am drawn to. But this one is done in such a different way than any other one that I have. It definitely has a unique scent to it, and I'll go ahead and read the notes for you here. Okay, so the top notes in this fragrance include Italian plum, saffron and iris, Bulgarian rose, sambac jasmine, and orris root from the heart of the perfume, while the base includes warm liquid amber, vetiver, and papyrus wood. Now what's funny about this one is when Marc Jacobs launched this perfume, they actually described Daisy as being the sweet girl next door, Lola, or Oh Lola, as being the quirky sister, and then Decadence as being sexy and sophisticated. So I can't imagine a better way to smell on Valentine's Day than sexy and sophisticated. I adore this smell. I wouldn't get this one confused with any of the flanker versions, like the Oh So Decadent, or they have another one too, but those ones are definitely lighter, airier, but don't even compare to this one as far as what the scent, or like the DNA of the scent is. This one is one where you put it on and everybody in the room can smell you. Even when I spray this, it just like, I can be at the back of my house and at the front of it, immediately Aaron, my husband, he knows that I sprayed this fragrance. That's how potent it is. But that's something that I love about it. It's definitely a head turner. When you wear this one, people know. A word of caution, this fragrance isn't for everyone. So even on fragrance sites, you'll notice that, you know, people either love it or hate it for the most part. And I think that's just because the notes are so bold and they're not afraid to be what they are, essentially. So I've heard Jeremy Fragrance mention what sets this one apart is the plum note in it. And I know I mentioned that the Dior Hypnotic Poison has a plum note in it too, but I don't really get that from that particular fragrance. It's more the marzipan. Where this one you do pick up on the plum, and I think that's what makes it so beautiful and unique. So definitely, if any of those notes sound good to you or you like the idea of being a head turner, this is definitely the fragrance for you. I would only wear this at night. I wouldn't wear this during the day. It's just way too potent. And if you really wanted to amp it up to the next level, you could even add like the lotions or something like that. What I do like about the lotion aspects for this fragrance is it's not so heavy. I can wear this during the day and it's not in your face. It sits closer to the skin, but it still has that really pretty sweet vanilla plummy note. So just something to think about if you know you love the perfume Decadence but don't want to go you know, all out and buy a big bottle of it, or you know, you're not going to wear it all the time, especially because it's more of a night fragrance. The lotion might be something to look into too. That completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found some interesting information regarding some of these perfumes. If you have one of these and you love it, please let me know. Or if you're planning on wearing something different this Valentine's Day, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!